Hola Portugal lovers, hola food lovers, Stuart here with another food review video. It's 10 a.m. I'm in Portugal in a town called Peniche. I'm hungry, time for breakfast or maybe time for brunch, and this place behind me here does the best brunches in this part of Portugal. It has a 5-star review on Google. That's right, you heard it correctly, a 5-star review. So I'm curious to see if the food is as good as people are saying. So without further ado, let's go inside, try some of the specialties and see if the food lives up to the reputation, shall we? Now, as I said in the introduction, it's not often that you come to a place that has 5-star reviews and 174 reviews and 5 out of 5. Almost unbelievable. We can also see here they've got wheelchair access, and it's a bakery doing breakfast specials here in Portugal, but they're not the typical Portuguese breakfast, that is for sure. I did a video the other day of the typical Portuguese breakfast, a little bit bland, a piece of toast, maybe you can get some pastries as well, but this place here is taking it to the next level as far as breakfasts are concerned, and I think they're going for a tourist clientele, I would say, in a traditional coffee shop here in Peniche, Portugal, Quint'æssencia, artisanal, bakery and matcha. So obviously with the word matcha there, you know that they're going for that international clientele, that is for sure. Let's have a look at some of the reviews because, as I said, 5 out of 5, very unusual. Let's have a look at what people are saying. So the first one here from Anna Isabel: go have breakfast at this place, please. Everything is delicious, homemade and freshly prepared. The waiters are lovely, attentive and quick. We'll be back. So there we go, very good review. And another review here also, 555, as you would expect. The absolute best pistachio croissant I've ever eaten. Now, we're going to have a look at the menu and you'll see exactly why I think this place is aimed at tourists, because it's not that typical Portuguese breakfast experience, that is for sure. Even though I've got some Portuguese people sitting over there enjoying their coffee and enjoying their pastries. But as I said, more of an international vibe going on here, and you'll see that as soon as you see the menu. So, for example, when it comes to coffee, espresso coffee, €1. American coffee, €1.50. Cappuccino, now we're getting into elevated prices, €2.50 for a small one, €3.50 for a big one. Latte, $2.90. Flat white, $2.90. Espresso tonic, not sure what that is, €3.80. And a cup of tea, €1.60. And then the matcha, of course. Now, brunches they've got, €8.50 for a quinta brunch. That's a botanical bread, egg, seasonal jam, Spanish-style tomatoes, avocado spread, lemon butter and cheese. And we can add smoked salmon for an extra €3, then you can add ham as well. Avocado toast you've got here as well, €7. Sourdough, avocado spread, goat cheese, sunflower seeds and pink pepper. Very international. That's what you'd get in an Australian breakfast rather than a Portuguese breakfast, I would say. Tuscan heaven. Sourdough, grilled tomatoes. You can see what's going on here. Tosta mista, which is like a ham and cheese sandwich, toasted ham and cheese sandwich, €5. Toast, $2.50. Tuna melt, $8. So comparing what I paid for breakfast the other day at the traditional place, I think it was €2.45 for a coffee and a piece of toast, or those 2 pieces of toast, if you saw that video. So we're paying a lot more here, but I'm expecting a better breakfast experience, that is for sure. So I'm curious to see what these brunch specials are going to be like. Hope you are too. Stay tuned for it. So my first brunch experience here in Portugal on the table now. Check this out. It looks absolutely amazing. We've got a panko chicken in the middle of this croissant. We've got tomato, we've got lettuce. What else have we got going on here? Anything else? We've got some mayonnaise or some sauce on the bottom. Have we got some on the top as well? Yes, we do. We've also got some balsamic dressing over the lettuce and some nice cherry tomatoes here for decoration on the side of the plate. And I'm going to say straight away that the service in this place is very, very good. The lady behind the counter, very, very friendly. She explained the concept of this place. They wanted something different in this part of Portugal. There's a place close to here called Baleal and another place called Ferrel, which is a little bit hippie. You'll find this type of place, but here in Peniche, not necessarily so. So they wanted to bring something new to this town, and they certainly are doing that, that is for sure. So this looks absolutely fantastic. Let's see what the quality is like. A fresh croissant with that panko chicken. I've also got my knife and fork here. The only thing that I'm missing is a decent serviette. That's what I haven't got. So I'm going to cut into this, see if we can get a cross-section of what's going on here. Hopefully I'm not going to make it too messy. Now let's see exactly what we've got going on here, the cross-section. So we've got the croissant, we've got the chicken fillet, which has been covered in those panko breadcrumbs with the lettuce and with the mayonnaise as well, or some other type of dressing, or some other type of sauce. I probably have to go to the menu and see exactly what it is, but let's bite into this and see. And that is a taste sensation. You've got the crunch coming off those panko breadcrumbs. The mayonnaise is a little bit spicy. You've got the crunch coming off the lettuce, and also the crunch coming off this extremely fresh croissant, which I imagine has been baked on the premises. And I'm finding this to be a very, very pleasant brunch experience, that's for sure. I had brunch in Spain recently. I think it cost me something like 21 euros, and it was an okay brunch. Was it better than this? I don't think so. The only thing that I wasn't able to get was fresh orange juice. I was told that they didn't have any, they only had bottled juice. So, yeah, the fresh juice would have been the absolute perfect accompaniment to this meal. But unfortunately, I've only got coffee to drink. So halfway through my brunch experience here, I might have said breakfast before, but this is more of a brunch, that is for sure. The panko chicken fillet, the fresh croissant, the lettuce, absolutely fantastic. Time to try the coffee. Now, this coffee was a lot more expensive than a normal coffee here in Portugal for the same thing. Normally this would be a Meia late, I think. But we've got latte art going on the top, which you don't often find. Let's see what the quality is like. Yeah, that is a good cup of coffee, and I'm going to say that it's one of the better coffees that I've had in recent times here in Portugal, which is saying a lot, because coffee here in Portugal is usually fantastic compared to Spain, that is. Now, I'm going back in for the second half of this brunch special. Let's go. And this is what I was recommended, and I can see why this is the specialty of the house. What's going on here with the croissant, with the chicken breast that's been crumbed with those panko breadcrumbs. I would definitely come back to this place just to have this again. And the croissant, as I've said a couple of times in this video, amazing. So that's my panko chicken croissant done and dusted. I'm going to try one of these cherry tomatoes and see what the flavors are like, whether I get that flavor explosion in my mouth. Absolutely. Now, brunch experience is not over yet. I've got something sweet. Let's bring it on. Now, this is going to be the perfect way to round out this brunch experience, in my opinion, something sweet. I've gone for a cinnamon roll or a cinnamon scroll, whatever you want to call it. And coming from Australia, when I saw this in the counter, I said, I've got to have one of those. Check this out. And not every day of the week here in Portugal are you going to be finding these. In Spain either. This is something that I enjoy enormously when I'm home in Australia. I try to have one at least once a week, and now I've found a place in Portugal that does them, so I'm really looking forward to seeing what the quality's like. Let's see. It's soft in the middle. The smell coming off, that cinnamon smell that's coming off, unbelievable. And this is a very, very good cinnamon scroll. And with this coffee, the perfect combination. It's fresh, it's the perfect sweetness, the perfect amount of ingredients, that cinnamon flavour coming out of there as well, the brown sugar on top. And again, I'll come back to this place for another one of these, that's for sure. Now I'm just going to finish this off and give my final thoughts on this brunch experience here in Peniche, Portugal. Stay tuned. So the bill's arrived, the bill has been paid. How much do you think I paid for my brunch experience today here at Quint'æssencia in Peniche, Portugal? Well, the answer to that is €11.50 for everything that I have had. Let's break it down. So we've got the Panko Chicken Croissant, €6.50. We've got the cappuccino, €2.50. We've got the cinnamon bun, €2.50, total $11.50. Now, as I said, that's a lot more than you're going to be paying for a coffee anywhere else here in this town. Normally, for this coffee, you're paying $1.20, maybe $1.30, $1.40. Here, $2.50, so almost double. Is it a better coffee than you're going to get down the road? Yes. The Panko Chicken Croissant, absolutely spectacular. And the cinnamon bun also was a standout. Can I give this place anything less than 5 out of 5, considering that is what the reviews are on Google? No. The food's good, the coffee's good, the service is good, but again, you're paying premium prices for this experience. And in my opinion, it's worth it. Maybe not every day of the week, but maybe once a week, maybe once every couple of weeks, to come to a place like this, bring the family, and have a fantastic meal experience. Absolutely. Questions and comments, please leave them in the section below. Is this a food experience that you would like to have? Do you like brunch? Do you prefer breakfast? Do you prefer lunch? Let me know. And do you think I got a reasonable meal for a reasonable price today? Or was it a little bit expensive for this part of the world? Let me know in that comment section below. I enjoyed the food, which was the most important thing, and I'm willing to pay that for what I have had today. So yeah, but that's just me. Let me know what you think in that comment section below. Other questions and comments, please leave them there too. Give the video a thumbs up if you liked it, thumbs down if you didn't. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so that you never miss a video when I record it. Until the next one, até logo from Peniche, Portugal.